Raise.
Jungle Man's got 2 queens open up. Call from Punat Punsri on the dealer button. Suited ace for Sukernik. Flop strip 7s. Rainbow board. Gonna start with a 3rd pot bet. And he's gonna raise it up to 18,000. Just thinks that Jungle Man is gonna continuation bet too wide on this board, and they won't be able to continue. And Sukernik gonna slow play here, A7 suited. We got a bet and a call. 3 ways. Bet raise and a call, I mean. And Punat Punsri hits top pair, but he's got to be worried when he got called in 2 spots after raising on this dry texture. And he just hits running 8s to take the lead in his hand against Leon Sukernik. And Leon's got to think he's got the best hand. He's going to bet 38,000. Gangnam style, as he calls it. Now, Jungle Man usually doesn't need to be worried about Punat Punsri to raise the flop and check the turn. So he might be thinking he's up just against Leon. But Leon's got a 7 or nothing. And Leon's the type of guy that can definitely show up with nothing. He makes the call.
How much you have, Leon?
I have 50.
90.
90.
Almost 90.
90. Yeah. $98,000. 88,000 more.
Punat Punsri from Thailand does go for it. And Leon just sticks it in. Does not believe someone could have an 8 here.
I think you run a runner to 8s with 9/8 suited or something.
Jungle Man thinks he's got runner by 8x suited. Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Like, the stakes they play in short deck is absurd. I mean, I don't even want to mention.
You don't want to talk about it. It's sort of like
it's
the Fight Club.
It's too high. I haven't been given approval for that, so
Okay.
let's just leave it at that.
The sick part is I know you're not kidding, so.
Oh no, I've heard some crazy rumors. Regardless, let's go to a Nolan Hold'em main event. We got exciting stuff. Ace Jack, pocket threes. Paul
Phua.
keeps getting these like middling pairs, huh?
And he keeps playing with Jungle Man. That seems to be a theme. He likes to battle with the jungle. And he is going to take a peek here with a bit of a, Jungle's raising off of 20 blinds, so Paul does have position. He also probably has a lot of familiarity with Jungle in his game, and these are 2 opponents that, if someone's going to win a title, you might have to go through one another. Only one can win. Little look, the dealer separates the 2.
Ooh.
Oh,
This is
Wait.
terrible. For
What? Paul?
You just can't stop laughing.
He's just, it's like, I can't even believe what I'm seeing right now. There is a
You were like,
This
oh,
is,
nice
this
set, and
is
this gets trip
absolutely
aces.
insane of a flop. I mean, this is
And
just
they're
crazy.
stacks, right? It's so easy to get it in.
Unbelievable. Jungle's got to be thinking, like, my opponent likely has a pair or a suited Broadway, something along that nature. And when the board comes ace-ace, he can't think ace-queen. I would imagine Paul's raising that. This is possible, but this is absolute mayhem. This is a really, really troublesome spot for Jungle. One of the sickest cooler flops we've seen all day. Maybe in the whole tournament.
All right, so pocket threes. Looks like smooth calls in position. I like this because he knows Jungle Man is a barreler. Make your hand look like a king high, a fours,
Now let's
five,
not forget
sixes.
there is a way out. Jungle Man now, of course, could hit a 6 or a jack with pairing the turn card, but I mean, Paul Phua has a commanding lead, just a stranglehold in this hand.
So you're a Jungle Man here. Okay, you're thinking your opponent probably has an ace occasionally, ace 10, ace jack himself, ace 9, pocket sevens, eights, nines, flush draws.
Jungle does have a jack of hearts. Takes down the likelihood of the flushes pretty
point.
significantly because jack queen suited, jack king of hearts aren't available. So there's really only like queen
450.
10, queen king of hearts, maybe hands. I don't think Paul's going to mess around with like 8, 9 of hearts and stuff like that at this final table. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like insane, but that jack of hearts is pretty key here.
Good point. Yeah, so 450,000 for Kate's, about a third of the pot.
This is
Kate's is
epic.
betting small. He's trying to make it look like I'm trying to push you off of some pocket eights, pocket nines type hands and try to get another call.
I think also the reality may set in for Paul that he's realizing Jungle very real likely could have an ace here, and with that being said,
But
he
there's no
knows
point in raising because the stack to pot ratio is quite small.
No way.
And Jungle could easily just shove himself. So just smooth call, just in case your opponent can kind of just hang himself when he's occasionally bluffing. And what do you think? You think Jungle Man's going to go for a big bet? I like to see him go for a big bet. And the reason I say it is, sure, he can get 2 bets out of 7s and 8s, but I don't think they're going to do a triple down call. So you might as well try to get value from like ace 10.
Yeah, maybe like 800 or a million even.
Maybe more.
But he's got 1.8 only, so at that point, what are you going? 1.3?
1.79999.
Maybe do a little trick and leave a little chip. He may just rip it here.
I think he might.
Could go 800 or a million. I don't think that's insane.
He is targeting exactly ace 10 usually.
It's pretty crazy hand. This is absolutely insane.
I think he's thinking about, okay, how often does Paul play like ace 9, ace 8
Maybe
suited,
is he
ace
ever
7
thinking
suited?
to check over and maybe he bluffs like here, but I don't think that's as likely like with that jack of hearts particular.
But he definitely is thinking about that because it is reasonable for Paul to have some flush draws here. But the jack of hearts, like you say,
Yeah, that's
jack
such
10
a
of
key
hearts and queen
card.
jack of hearts are the hands I want to bluff, right? Like, king queen of hearts has showdown values. It might not bluff at you.
How much have we
Look
got
at
left?
this.
650,000.
Wow, Paul then going to ask how much he's playing, and this is going to probably, I mean, just again, he played his hand perfectly, and, you know, I think there's no way he could just flat call here. That would be crazy.
Quite interesting.
Yeah, what does he ever think Jungle somehow could have?
I don't think Paul should be flat calling here. When opponent bets
No, no,
650K
he's-
into you,
He flopped the house.
he's got trip
He
aces.
flopped the freaking house. Time extension's been used. Wow.
Yeah, you got to make it look like you're thinking about a bluff, right?
Yeah,
I
I
like
mean, this
it.
is just such a spicy hand for the night.
Spicy is
as
the
Jungle would
card.
say, and more than spicy, this is absolutely.
Extra spicy.
This is crazy. I mean, Paul was on his. He was literally a turn and river away from bicycling out, no problem, into just got Jungle Man flopping a house first trips. It's just about as epic as it gets. I mean, Paul.
all in for Paul, Phua, and Jungle Man's thinking, God. Okay, let's think about it for Paul.
Jungle, I mean, he's so sick. Could Jungleman bet fold ace jack here? I don't think that's out of the question.
He's got 10 big blinds. Okay.
This
When
is
you bet small, it kind of looks like it opens the door for Paul to bluff occasionally, right? Because oftentimes when you bet small in the river, someone can make the bluff raise.
head spinning.
He's probably thinking, would Paul value shove ace jack here ever? Because if the answer is yes, you don't want to be folding. These two guys, ton of history clearly from cash games and tournaments.
Just now you also Thai bank,
Said he
Yeah.
owes a time make.
correct?
The previous street.
collect his time banks. Make sure he doesn't get enough time.
This is absolutely too. I mean, this is over the top stuff. We're seeing over the top hands at a final table of Triton where it's 3 million pounds to first place, and you have Jungle in the tank.
Can he get away?
Can he get away?
I don't know.
Is there a path for Jungle to release this hand? Pocket, what beats him? All right, what would flat pre? He's going to call threes, so he's going to call sixes.
Correct.
He's going to call nines. Is he going to call the flop with sixes? Yes. Is he going to call the turn with nines?
Block some flush
I don't
draws,
know.
right?
He blocks the flush draws. That's a huge problem. Jungle has ace-jack with, let's say, the jack of spades and not the jack of hearts. Maybe the chips are in the middle.
What I think Kate's is thinking more is that, what about the thin value raises because he bets so small? I think that's much more likely rather than like a pure bluff.
Right.
And it'd be a disaster if Kate's folded to like ace-jack or
Also,
ace-10.
he knows Paul's game probably better than anybody, and he knows he's so capable, but also maybe he just knows, like, he could have ace-queen possibly here.
That's
like
true. Ace-queen would be the easy shove. I mean, I wouldn't say easy, but a likely shove.
Right.
Oh, man.
Jungle Man has put on, this is riveting. The fact that he's like in the tank and may just lay it down. This is too much. This is honestly some of the hands we've seen between Paul and Jungle. There could be a highlight reel from these two tonight.
It's like a heads-up match.
It's an absolute, and Paul has to love it. Not that he was worried, but like I said, if Jungle has an ace, he has a way to win. He gets to the river, he gets to shove in, just, you know, clearly does shove, makes sense, but now he knows. He's just waiting. Is Jungle going to put it in? Is he going to give him all the chips or just a good portion of the chips?
He's running out of time bank chips, I'll tell you that.
Time bank, you can let him know.
And
Wow.
Paul is letting him know
making
about
sure
those time
to
banks.
let him know. I don't want any drama. I don't want Jungle to not know. He's even giving good sportsmanship there, letting him know, hey, let him know this is it. And Jungle, as you are getting a look in the mind of one of the world's best, Dan Jungleman Cates.
Jungle
is in the actual Matrix. This feels like the what's the guy in Game of Thrones, the Raven, like he's like the guy, you know, he's just like his mind, like he's just all the hands, the millions of hands, it's happening. And I think there is a chance that Jungle throws it away.
Jungle's out.
Jungle Man Cates, come on.
Sick.
Come on. I mean, just come on.
No, it's not. 9
I'm going to start voting too. Oh, my name's not there. Never mind. So 14 million. It's a lot of chips, but you know, Antonius at one point had 14 million with many more people. You know, he's not he's got a lot less chips now. Open. Jack deuce suited over to Antonius. 15 blinds. Playable enough? Yeah, I mean, it's that suitedness, right? It's just like, yeah, can never be wrong, technically. Especially from a chip EV point of view. And, you know, I was thinking about it because it's not the best playability. Here we go.
2.2 million out there.
Deuce. But 2 overs, gut shot, aggression.
One would assume we're going to see a turn card, Randy. Mustafov with the gut shot on 2 overs, Antonius bottom pair.
7.
And backdoor hearts connecting with this 7-6 deuce flop. Facing a 1/3 c-bet from Veradine.
This pot could get dicey on the turn. Antonius, with this stack size, probably will be calling.
3.6 million in the middle. As we head to the turn. Queen of Hearts rolling off over card to the flop. Essentially a card that Mustafov is going to continue barreling on. Little does he know, Antonius not going anywhere. As he has turned a flush draw.
A little bit tempting the multi-barrel.
1,400,000.
1.4 million. Antonius with a hand that can definitely check call again.
Any merit to check jamming this turn and just...
Possible, but I don't think you'll get a better hand to fold.
For sure.
But you can definitely be charging hands that have equity like this 10-8, 2 clubs.
Rather than playing the guessing game on a brick river where, you know, you get to the river with bottom pair.
Yeah, a lot of merit. Generally speaking, you'd be check jamming a little bit more often if you can get better hands to fold. You know, if you were...
See what he comes with facing the 40% turn barrel. Check call kind of feels, I don't know, really dicey. We get to the river, bottom pair, have some fold equity. Let's just push our equity now, you know, if we get called, we have emergency outs. Curious to hear what the viewers at home think Patrik should do.
No, call.
You said call.
$6.4 million in the middle, just 3.5 behind. Ace of diamonds on the river. Brick City for Patrik.
Can he barrel again with 10-8 high? It's unlikely for Antonius to hit the ace. A lot of these hands of ace could rejam pre-flop hypothetically.
Online.
All in with 10-8
Wow,
high.
gangster.
And Antonius has got bottom pair. Can he make the call? We're the sickest hand of this tournament.
The fact that Antonius hasn't like insta-mucked his hand. You know, the sickest thing, Randy, is as soon as Ferradine moved all in, Antonius just kind of gave him the side eye, just like. One more left, Patrik, and your hand will be deemed dead. Be given a countdown.
Crunch time.
It really is.
Can he make the call?
After tanking for this long, Ferry coming with the 1/3 on the flop.
Good call.
1/3 on the turn, and he makes the call. Randy, are you kidding me?
Patrik Antonius, ladies and gentlemen. So Mikita Bodzikowski, pocket queens. It's gonna limp. So a bunch of calls. Jen can get a free flop here of a7. So a set of queens for Bodzikowski and he checks. Romain has the nut straight draw. And a set of sixes for Devin Tang. This is a super action flop. $180,000. Now if Devin raises, he's going to be in big trouble because Bodzikowski is going nowhere.
Steven just calls. He knows if he raises, it looks really strong. Now, Patrik, you see a bet and a call in front of you. I think he's going to raise. It just seems you don't want to give two guys a chance to hit a straight out of position. Wow, he just calls here. I guess he doesn't want to play a huge bloated pot right now against a player that can cover him. Interesting. Turn card's at 8. It's a blank. The 8 literally doesn't change anything. It could possibly give someone some backdoor club draws, but no one has that. This pot is still going to be huge. Romain sees a bet and a call in front of him, so he knows that someone probably has at least top pair. They actually both have a set. Romain is the chip leader, and he's going to fire again. He knows this looks insanely strong. It's immense pressure as there's several people with just 1 million chip stacks. Steven, a set of 6s. He knows his opponent could have king, queen. It is possible to have queens and kings. No straight got there. Does he want to just call and play a river, or does he want to go all in? If he does go all in, he kind of puts himself in a situation where he only gets called by worse. But then again, if he doesn't go all in, he lets a straight draw potentially get there. So action is on Steven Tang. Looks like he's gonna just call here. Wow, this is a huge pot. And Mikita Badziakowski, he doesn't think Steven Tang's got him beat. The only hand he loses to is pocket kings. And that's if Romain didn't raise pocket kings pre-flop. There is so much in the middle. There's 2,150,000. He knows one person is likely on a draw. It's hard for both players to have a made hand. If he just calls here, he gives that person a chance to hit. Mikita also doesn't really want to bust against the chip leader too, so there's something crossing his mind as he knows there's two players that has only 1 million chips remaining. This is such a huge pot. And there's no raises yet, just bets and calls. So Mikita trying to think, should he shove? Should he just call? Does he think someone would call with king queen? Does he think someone could even have a set of 6s, as most players don't play pocket 6s? He's out of position. When you're out of position, just calling gives your opponent the chance to play perfectly. Almost 2 minutes in the tank. He's going to go all in. There's just too much in the middle.
That's 3 million.
Romain knows that Badziakowski is not bluffing here. He actually has 31% equity. He's going to lay it down. Now, Steven here, this has got to be so annoying because he actually beats king-queen. He loses to queens and kings. Very possible for Mikita to have queens and kings. This is a limp pot from early position. There's two players with only 1 million chips on the final table with 7 players remaining. And you can see he's not snap calling for set of sixes because he knows that a set over set is very possible. He knows that Makita would not bluff here because of the way the hands played out. The thing that's crossing Devin's mind right now is that why didn't Makita bet the flop with a set of queens and kings? Why didn't he check raise the flop when there was a bet and a call? This is such an insane pot. So Devin in the tank, rightfully so. If he calls and is wrong, he's going to be eliminated from the tournament before two guys with 1 million chips left with huge pay jumps. I think this would be the sickest laydown so far, if he can do it. He makes the call.
He's got out. Set of sixes, I think.
Oh man, 1 out remaining, 4% chance.
Too sick.
The biggest pot of the tournament, 7,555,000 in the middle.
Too sick.
Lots of respect to him for even considering it.
Yeah. I think the line makes him think, I just got to call because he didn't check raise the flop.
I did not fold a six. The dream is alive.
One more card to go.
Me neither. There's four. Maybe you would fold a sixes.
Oh! What? Oh. Oh.
Wow.
I wasn't kidding.
Did you see
I
Devin?
did it.
Devin wasn't even looking. He just says, oh.
That has to be
A
the most
one-
insane hand.
Outer.
Short deck.
Wait, just 7 deuce, 10k. Just 7 deuce. Okay. Okay. 7 deuce, 10k.
10k.
Okay.
7 deuce 10k.
Okay, fine, 7 deuce.
Oh my god. Okay, I need some training. Finally relax. I actually feel like I need to try to play good instead of
Poker
trying to
is
play
so
bad.
hard, I'm the biggest fish in town.
No, there's Tom.
Are you
People are flying in now. And there's me. So you're not too bad.
And there's me too, and everybody knows me. There's like meat.
Yeah.
Is it?
No.
3-6.
Why do you have so many hands? Why are you always ruined?
If Tom can win this hand with 7 deuce,
Now I have many fans.
10K bounty from everyone.
Of course.
Now I win one title.
Wait, he didn't even go yet.
I won today.
Yeah. Oh, everybody's drunk now. Okay.
Yes, first Triton title.
No shit. Yeah.
But it's my 4th title. I mean,
3 bet and a call.
Yeah, but
wow,
I would have thought you
happy.
I would have thought you had.
People want to become like me, businessman winning a title.
Of course. I want one too.
Yeah, next stop.
When? Winford said.
July.
30K C bet from Rui Cao.
Beach.
Tom with just a 7 deuce has not laid it down yet. Does he think we're making a move because Rui Cao plays every single hand?
Malaysia, hey.
I think we should start playing short deck.
Okay. I start. Yeah. How about we swap? Okay. I mean, you teach me. No.
No. Every day in our game, I cannot let him improve.
I mean.
A raise to 126,000 euro with 7 deuce, ready to show everyone
Maybe not, he's thinking.
if he can take this down.
Maybe.
But Rui Cao has not folded yet.
Losing.
Is he wondering why Tom would raise on the ace queen 5 rainbow instead of trying to slow play against? Oh my god, he's calling with 8 high. He doesn't have anything.
Got deuce 7 this time.
I don't understand. And the turn is an ace.
I have to play 10.
No flush draw.
How much you want, Tony?
Technically, it could be like deuce 7 versus deuce 7.
Ball.
130. Do you have about 500?
400,000 behind.
About a bit less than 400.
400.
Wait, 400?
A little bit less is what we say.
Can Tom find a bet
Man.
with just 7 deuce on this board that is supposed to hit the 3 better?
Better structure here.
Oh, really drunk.
Go to sleep.
Oh my, he's reaching for chips.
Start shooting all in. Elton, you should start to do a few all in.
Do a few all-ins? Yeah. I've been trying. I just need a couple of 2-7s, you know? Like,
Yeah, fuck! I bought a new 7!
yeah, you said that already. It's actually okay not to play it.
Under the
It's
gun.
not that big a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Under the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half pot bet. And Rui Kao calls him 8-7 high, thinking that Tom has got nothing and he's going to steal it from him.
Is she investing like 400k to win 7?
I know.
It can work.
It's the work.
Pre-flop is a little scary.
655,000 euro in the middle. One's got 7 deuce, one's got 8 high, who's floated the flop and floated the turn.
Every other minute we have man. You know?
So the game cannot stop.
Now it's starting to get tense in here as they realize what's going on at the table. Can Tom fire one more time? He gives up. Gives the pot to Rui Kao. Double checks the cards. This is the craziest hand. He goes all in.
2-7. 2-7, right?
Yeah. Why did you check then? And you
Because he snap called me if I shove.
Queen 10. Queen 9.
Fuck are you? I know you had you 7. Let's go. You shot my call.
Oh my god.
You're fucking 8 high?
You shot. I swear to God I called. I swear to God I called. Hey, Azini hand of course. Oh my!
Bring more vodka.
Who's Rico here?
Who's Ruka?
Who's Rico here?
Oh my god.
Who's the man? What's happened?
Oh, let's go.
God, what crazy.
No wrong with me.